Welcome to HDTV. You now rocking with your boy. Football season is kicking off. Kickoff. The Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champions from last year, are going against the Houston Texans. If you watch this game, this shows you that you really need preseason because this game as a whole, to me, was very mediocre. The Kansas City Chiefs basically look like they haven't missed a step. They got a good running back, a young rookie, and I think his name Heron. I forgot his name. He's number 25. He balled out today. The number 11 guy for the Chiefs, I think his name's Robinson, wide receiver. He got open on some plays. Kelsey didn't really have to do much. He caught the ball, got some plays off. Pat Mahomes did his usual Pat Mahomes. But certain points of the game, I think he looked at rusty and he almost threw a couple picks. The Chiefs look like they're informed to go to the next level, to try to get to the playoffs and make things happen. The defense, like I said in my top 100 video, Frank Clark and Tyrann Mathieu are a difference maker. Those two guys are so dominant, especially how they control the pace of the game from the defensive standpoint. How they blitzing, how they switch it up, how Mathieu played in the backfield to playing up close as well. Frank Clark putting pressure on Deshaun all night. The inside D tackle, I think his last name's Hill, number 92. He balled out. He did his job getting pressure up the middle, which forced Deshaun a lot of times to try to escape outside or run outside. They mainly looked like they were playing a lot of cover one and had a safety over top with Mathieu. Sometimes they went zero and they were just letting guys blitz up the A gap, the B gap. And the line for the Texans did their best, but it just wasn't enough. The Chiefs are gonna be tough this year. Defensively and offensively, I think they're good. I'm still not sold on Patrick Mahomes being the greatest. I mean, the game was okay. He did good, but I just felt like, just to be honest, and I don't want people to be feeling I'm hating. I'm not hating. I give respect. I was the only one out of a few other people who picked Patrick Mahomes to practically be one of the best to play the game. Like, if he gets in the right situation, he'll be good. I felt like in the draft he was very underrated. I felt he's good. He just doesn't get that love because excuse me, y'all, it's been a long day. He just don't get that love because he basically played in at Texas Tech. So, but to me, he played a good game. He did what he was supposed to do. The half breed balled out. Can't take that away. But to me, the Chiefs can be beat. You could beat them, but this showed you that we need preseason. So they lost 2 preseason games with this new CBA agreement. I believe that's going to hurt the league as far as some of the teams, but it is what it is. Deshaun Watson, I love Deshaun Watson. He's a great quarterback. To me, he's a top 3 quarterback. I have him rated over Pat Mahomes. I believe he's a better quarterback than Pat Mahomes. I believe that Pat Mahomes has a great offensive coordinator and a great head coach who's been around for decades, for a long time, for over 20 years, and he's a mastermind when it comes to offense. Deshaun Watson if he had what that guy had, which is Patrick Mahomes has Andy Reid, man, Deshaun will put up those same amount of points. That's just facts. His offensive line, they're okay, but they don't have any receivers, man. And then Randall Cobb didn't really play. He didn't play until really the end of the game. I'm looking like Bill O'Brien. What are you doing? Why would you bring this guy in if you're not going to give him the ball? And this is the problem I have with Bill O'Brien. He's just he's another Jason Garrett. These guys here don't know how to adjust. They don't know how to switch up schemes. You don't have a DeAndre Hopkins no more. So I did like the way they came out, throwing the ball quick, doing a little bit of Tom Brady-ish things, or a pocket passer would do. Deshaun Watson, look, you're going to have to get outside the pocket, do what you got to do. These receivers are not that good. Will Fuller dropped some passes that should have been caught. Brandon Cooks dropped some passes that could have changed the game. What else? The tight end, they went to him one time. He caught that nice play before the half, and they just stopped going to him. So it's like, what are you trying to do here? Defensively, they were fine, but their defense is okay. They always been okay. I like how they were moving J.J. Watt inside, and then they would move him outside to the end. Sometimes he'll be a stand-up guy and all that. Cunningham did pretty well coming down. He was hitting. I believe that horse collar call, that was bogus. It was a couple bad calls to me that went the Chiefs' favor that shouldn't have been called, but it's the NFL, you know what I'm saying? And Pat Mahomes is the face of the league, so they're going to get the calls. Deshaun Watson has got to stop being friendly like he is. Like he went out of bounds. He sat right next to Pat Mahomes and he's smiling and all this. Look, man, I don't need that. Okay, this is a game. I don't need you being all buttery and all buttery cuppish with Patrick Mahomes and before the game all doing this, y'all. Man, look, man, I know I'm different. I'm from another era, but that's gotta stop, man. Like it's no more competition no more. It's no more rivalry no more. Everybody trying to be best friends now. Everybody trying to be cool. That's off the field. When you get off of that field, you can joke and laugh with Pat Mahomes all you want. Y'all can go out to eat together. Y'all can go do all type of stuff together. So I don't need my quarterback laughing and having fun being all googly eyed with the other quarterback. I don't need that. I need you out there trying to win. Bill O'Brien needs to be fired. If this team does not make the playoffs, Bill O'Brien needs to be fired. Because I don't think this team's going to make the playoffs. I got the Colts and I got the Titans finishing over them. Because I just believe they have a better team than they do. The Texans just do not look good to me. They ran the ball with Johnson. They did. Johnson did okay. But Duke Johnson, I believe, excuse me, but he's injury prone, Dave Johnson, because he had a wrist injury. Then he came back in the game. Duke Johnson is injury prone as well. Sorry about that again. Duke Johnson is injury prone as well. So you got two busted running backs. You gave up DeAndre Hopkins for a busted running back and a second rounder. And even on defense, you gave up Jadeveon Clowney for a second round pick. Your defense has gotten worse since he's left. Now everybody's focused on J.J. Watt. When you had Jadeveon Clowney, that took pressure off of J.J. Watt to be J.J. Watt. Now, this is a load of crap if you think this Texas team finna make the playoffs. They are not finna make the playoffs. Not with that team. And if you think so, let me know if you think so. You know, because I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't feel it or anything. You know, but it is what it is. But the Chiefs look beatable to me. I mean, they looked it good. They're fine. But Patrick Mahomes at times he throws the ball like weird sometimes. Sometimes he'll throw the ball either is in the dirt or he'll throw the ball and it's about to get picked off. It was a couple plays the Texans should have picked the damn ball off. And it's just crazy how far this team looks, like how they fallen by getting rid of DeAndre Hopkins. It shows you DeAndre Hopkins is worth every penny, everything that he's worth. Seriously. He is worth every penny because that wide receiving core was terrible tonight. They were terrible tonight. These guys was dropping it, and Bill O'Brien needs to be held to his feet held to the fire. He needs to be let go. If this team don't make the playoffs, he needs to be fired. He needs to be fired. He needs to be let go. He needs to be sent on his way. He needs to be given his walking papers. And, good. We can clap to that. Because he has single handedly destroyed this franchise. This franchise has so much promise. Deshaun Watson, I'm glad he got paid. But who is he going to get a ball to? Now, can Will Fuller stay healthy? He's on a team full of injured guys. J.J. Watt has not been healthy the past 4 or 5 years. Duke Johnson, David Johnson, I just said, they don't stay healthy. Will Fuller doesn't stay healthy. Randall Cobb doesn't stay healthy a lot. So your team is battered. And defensively, they were decent. The guy, Anthony Weaver, he was bringing some plays. He was confusing the hell out of Patrick Mahomes. If they could have had DeAndre Hopkins, man, they would have beat the Chiefs tonight. The Chiefs would have lost. They would have lost because DeAndre would have took pressure off of everybody else. And not only would he have taken pressure off of everybody else, it would have made the Chiefs have to press more. Pat and all of them felt too comfortable because they already knew this team ain't going to beat us, and they're not. The Texans weren't going to beat them. So, to me, I have the Chiefs in the West. I have the Chiefs winning the West outright. I don't really see anybody else. I believe the Las Vegas Raiders, they're going to be different. I think they're going to do some things this year. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. The Chargers, to me, if Tyrod Taylor plays to a high level, they could make some noise. I don't believe in the Broncos. I have to see. I just don't believe the Broncos are going to be able to do something. I don't trust them. I have to watch them. But in the NFC, that's the AFC West. Excuse me, AFC West. Yeah, the Chiefs 1, and 2. I'll probably put the Chargers. 3, I would put the Raiders, and 4, I would put the Broncos. That's how I see it. And in the AFC South, after watching, I gotta watch the other games. I'll probably give a whole different opinion after I watch Sunday's games. I have the Titans winning that division. The Colts finishing second, and I have the Texans third, and the Jaguars basically in the sweepstakes for Trevor Lawrence probably. So let me know what you guys think. Tell me, did you enjoy the game? Do you feel it was great? I felt like it was okay. I felt it could have been better, especially if we could have had preseason. Preseason could have made the game a whole lot better. But this is the first week. Things could change by week 3, week 4, I believe. I think that's when everybody will be on the same page by then. But right now I got the Texans third in AFC South, and I got the Chiefs winning the AFC West again. That should be no biggie. But I do not think Pat Mahomes will win the MVP this year. I don't think Pat's going to throw a lot. I think Pat's going to manage the game. He did a great job managing the game tonight, and when he threw the ball when it was time, he made some good plays. But early on, they confused the hell out of Pat Mahomes. Like Pat Mahomes, like Anthony Weaver, the D coordinator for the Texans, was just throwing different looks at him. Blitzes. Sometimes they'll fake the blitz and they'll bring a pressure. A pressure is 5 or less people rushing the passer. Blitzes are 6 or more people coming at the passer. So that's the difference. Sometimes you see 5 guys come and 1 dropping. Sometimes you'll see 3 coming and the rest dropping. Those is what we call a pressure. Those are a pressure type of rush. It's a pressure rush compared to a blitz, which is 6 or more people. You're bringing the house. The Chiefs blitzed a lot too, but Patrick Mahomes, like, you could confuse him. You can basically confuse him. You can basically get to him. If you get to Pat Mahomes early, I believe you can beat the Chiefs. Now that defense is raw. That defense is official. You know what I'm saying? That defense is on point. And like I said, Tyrann Mathieu and Frank Clark to me should have been considered, or Hill, who's the D tackle, should have been considered the MVPs of the Super Bowl because they made some big plays and they shut the Niners offense down. And they don't get enough credit. Tyrann Mathieu to me is playing like the best safety in the league. I think he's the best safety in the league. I think he is. To me, he's Earl Thomas like, and he's mixed with Earl Thomas and a little Palomalu. The guy's amazing. Since LSU, I've been a fan of Mathieu, and I believe he's just gonna continue getting better. But like I say, I gave the game. I think the game was probably a C or a C plus, not a B or an A. I think it's a C plus because the Texans just looked out of it. They just looked like they didn't even feel like being there. They just went to play the game. The Chiefs, all of them looked like they were happy to be back. But like I said, I don't know, man. That's how I look at it. Maybe you guys see something different. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about the game. I felt it was a C plus. I gave my analysis to why. But thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And again, thank you for listening. And hit the notification bell to select all so you can receive upcoming content. And if you want to donate to the page, cash at me at Harry2, which is HARRY, the number 2. If you want to cash at me or don't, which is donating to the page, it is Harry2, which is HARRY, the number 2. And shoot, we out. We're gone. La boy.